In our group, we had Kate, Samantha, Denise and Bron, and we had Craig there for just a moment and then he flicked to somewhere else. So I hope he was able to join another group. I think the theme that came through in our group was really very much about that we have to start with D&I with ourselves. So come to terms with our own privilege, our own stigma, in a sense, come out ourselves with how we interact with the world before we can really fully appreciate diversity and manage inclusion. Kate talked about that D&I is not about reports and stats, but that it is actually constant actions and consistency between actions and words. Otherwise, D&I is not going to happen in an organization. And Samantha acknowledged that we really need a new paradigm and a new world. That in another context, she talked about that the burden is on people, minority groups, and that we need to kind of change and lift that burden away. And Bron talked about that we need to learn to unlearn. So any of those stigmas, any of those things that we carry with us, we need to essentially unlearn those to be able to move on. And Denise was explaining about the first impression. She had an experience with a guy who had a SWAT stick on their shoulder, and basically the first impression for a Jewish person could be very uncomfortable. So it's that kind of symbolism that we might carry with us that could make someone else uncomfortable, and we need to be aware of that and manage that first impression and that first the ability to for people to feel safe when they meet you in the first place. I hope I have represented my group fairly.